Imagine two 26-year-olds living in the same city. They both work the same marketing job and earn exactly $58,000 a year. They even pay the same rent. Person A lives in a sparse apartment with one couch and a tiny wardrobe. They prep meals every Sunday and skip nights out with friends. Everyone calls them a minimalist. Person B lives the exact same way. Their home is empty, their clothes are simple, and they rarely spend money on clutter. But here is the shock. Person A only has $800 in savings. Person B has $34,000 invested and is only 4 years away from never having to work again. They follow the same lifestyle, but one is building true freedom while the other is just acting. This is not a story about owning fewer things. It is a story about the trap hidden inside minimalism. Most people think owning less makes you rich automatically, but that is not true. Owning less is not a wealth plan. Using the money you didn't spend is the real secret. I will show you the 8 rules that separate wealthy minimalists from people who just have empty closets. If you want to escape the trap of being a broke minimalist, you are in the right place. We are going to turn your empty space into real wealth. If you are ready to stop performing freedom and start building it, kindly subscribe and let's get your money moving. The real trap isn't owning too many things. The trap is freeing up money and having no place for it to go. Most minimalists do a great job of cutting costs. They cancel their monthly subscriptions, move to smaller homes, and stop buying items they do not need. But then that extra cash just disappears. It gets spent on fancier food or travel because it feels okay as long as it isn't physical clutter. We can call this the redirect gap. It is the space between the money you save and the money you actually invest. Every dollar you save from not buying stuff has 2 possible futures. Either you move it toward a goal with a plan, or it quietly gets swallowed up by a more expensive lifestyle. Think about what this actually costs you. The average person who becomes a minimalist saves about $400 every month. If you put that money into a simple investment for 10 years, it could grow to $76,000. If you just spend it on better coffee and organic groceries, you end up with zero. It is the same lifestyle, but a $76,000 difference. The lifestyle didn't change your future. Moving the money did. To build real wealth, you must find the leaks in your budget. Rule number 1 is the invisible subscription audit. Every small monthly charge you ignore is a drain on your future. If a charge doesn't make you think when you see it, it has become invisible. Ask yourself if you would buy it again right now if the charge didn't already exist. Look at your bank statements and highlight every small charge under $30. These stay on your bill because they are too small to hurt. The average person has 7 subscriptions they cannot even name. That adds up to over $1,100 a year disappearing from your pocket. Rule number 2 is the energy drain inventory. Clutter isn't just physical stuff. It is also the things that waste your time and focus. Any weekly task that makes you feel guilty or tired costs you more than just minutes. Ask yourself if you would feel relief or sadness if a commitment vanished tomorrow. If you would feel relief, it is an energy leak. People who are tired and stressed make the worst choices with their money. Cleaning your schedule is just as important as cleaning your closet. You need to stop a purchase before it even happens. Rule number 3 is the cost per use gate. Before you spend more than $40, divide the price by how many times you will actually use the item in 1 year. Write this number down before you buy. A $120 kitchen tool used only 4 times costs $30 for every use. A $120 knife used every day costs only a few cents per use. The price is the same, but the value is not. This simple math stops most impulse buys. If you ignore this rule, you could waste over $180,000 throughout your life on things that seemed like a good idea at the time. Rule number 4 is the 72-hour wait. For anything you do not truly need, wait 3 full days. During this time, ask yourself what this item replaces in your life. If you cannot name a specific gap it fills, do not buy it. The first day is full of excitement. The second day is when you try to justify the cost. By the third day, you are finally being honest with yourself. This rule ensures every purchase is a choice, not just a quick reaction. Wealth should happen automatically, not through hard work every day. Rule number 5 is the payday architecture rule. Your money habits should not depend on your mood. On payday, your money should move before you even see it. A set amount should go straight to investments and savings. Wealth should happen automatically, not through hard work every day. Rule number 5 is the payday architecture rule. Your money habits should not depend on your mood. On payday, your money should move before you even see it. A set amount should go straight to investments and savings. Only what is left goes into your spending account. This is different from budgeting. Budgeting makes you choose every day, but architecture is one choice that runs forever. Even saving just 10% starting at age 24 can grow to over $380,000. People who try to save whatever is left usually save nothing because there is never money left over. Discipline runs out, but systems do not. Rule number 6 is the weekly 15-minute finance block. Pick one time every week to ask yourself one thing. Does your spending match what you actually care about? You do not need a full audit. Just check in with yourself. If you skip this for a month, you will start wasting money again. Put this on your calendar like a real appointment. Checking in every week is more important than spending hours on it once a year. You must watch out for social traps that can ruin your progress. Rule number 7 is the aesthetic minimalism trap. This happens when you stop buying cheap things and start buying very expensive ones because they look simple or high quality. You might stop eating fast food, but start spending $20 on fancy coffee because it feels intentional. Your spending doesn't actually go down, it just gets an upgrade. You think you are growing, but you are just buying a different style. Real minimalism should give you extra money, not just a beautiful apartment. Always ask if a purchase gives you more financial freedom, not just if it looks good. Rule number 8 is the social anchor effect. The people you spend the most time with often set your spending habits without you knowing it. When friends want to go to a pricey dinner or book a trip, it feels hard to say no. This is a slow pull toward their lifestyle. You do not need new friends, but you do need personal boundaries. Decide how much you can spend each month before you even see your friends. When you make the choice early, saying no to an expensive plan becomes much easier. The best way to measure wealth is in months, not things. True wealth is simple. How many months could you live your life without earning a single dollar? Imagine someone who makes $90,000, but only has $2,000 in the bank. They have less than 1 month of freedom. Now imagine someone making half that much who has $36,000 saved. They have over a year of freedom. Even though they earn less, they are much wealthier because they are safe if life gets unpredictable. Think about what having 12 months of savings actually does for you. You can quit a job that makes you miserable without having a new one ready. You can move to a new city or take a big risk on a dream. You can handle an emergency or a family crisis without it becoming a total disaster. Having that extra money is not a luxury. It is the whole point of this lifestyle. Every rule we discussed has one goal: to give you more time. Physical things cannot give you freedom of choice, but having a financial cushion can. Every 90 days, you must ask yourself one simple question: where is my extra money actually going? This is the quarterly redirect review. You do not need to change your whole life or spend hours on math. Just look at your spending from the last 3 months. Find the one area where you spent more than you planned without thinking about it. That is the spot where your savings started to leak back into your lifestyle. This short checkup catches problems before they get too big. It only takes about 20 minutes, but it is very powerful. It protects all the hard work you have already done. Think of it like a ship at sea. If a ship is just 1 degree off course, it will end up in the wrong country after a long trip. But if the captain makes small corrections every few days, the ship stays on track. Set a date in your phone calendar right now to repeat every 3 months. You won't remember to do this on your own, but your calendar will remind you to stay on the path to freedom. You do not need any more new ideas. You just need to take action. This week, look at 2 months of your bank statements. Highlight every monthly charge under $30. If you could not remember the name of the service before you saw it on paper, cancel it immediately. This month, set up 1 automatic transfer on your payday. Even if it is only 8%, send it straight to a separate savings or investment account. Do not change your lifestyle to try and make up for it. Just let the system run for 30 days and see how you feel. This quarter, put your first 20-minute review on your calendar. Ask yourself where your extra money is actually going and write down the answer. The only difference between a minimalist who is broke and one who is wealthy is having a plan for the money they save. Freedom is not built just by owning fewer things. It is built by moving your money to the right places consistently and automatically. Do not wait until you feel ready. Starting right now is the only rule that truly matters.